Welcome back. Associate Health Minister Casey Costello has had her first big meeting with health workers who are still fuming over the government's repealing the smoke-free generation law. Costello has defended the repeal and continues to deny the move was influenced by big tobacco. Political reporter Glenn McConnell has the details.
Casey Costello, the Minister for Vapes and Smokes, wants to make one thing clear.
I have not had any conflict of interest in this area. I have no involvement with the tobacco industry. I've had no involvement with the tobacco industry.
The Associate Health Minister is on a mission to earn some trust with the health sector, but she still has some work to do after repealing the smoke-free generation law.
I don't need a tax break so that people can die down the next 10 years from repeal of the policy.
Today was a start with her first big meeting in front of angry health researchers. But even the Health Coalition moderator was left unconvinced that tobacco companies hadn't played a role in crafting this government's smoking policy.
There's a number of really close dots between her and her party and Philip Morris, and it doesn't take a lot of imagination to see how the documents and the policies of the tobacco industry have flowed through.
It all comes down to advice Costello's office passed on to officials while repealing the smoke-free plan. She was unable to say where that advice came from. Health researchers say it sounded like tobacco company talking points.
There was a range of information to read, and where all of that information came from, I wasn't able to determine.
Regardless of where the advice came from, Costello argues the smoke-free repeal was based on sound evidence. One of her key arguments is that she says the tobacco industry was being driven underground to a black market controlled by gangs. She says she's seen that herself.
I also saw, and I could take you to the shops that provide illicit tobacco. They are out there and they're trading, and we need to stop the demand.
It's pretty interesting that her wish list seems to pretty clearly align with the wish list of the tobacco lobby.
She even ended up with a report in her office that some might say could have been written by tobacco lobbyists.
Big claims which Costello denies.
Well, I haven't seen the tension between the public health sector and the government so high.
There will need to be a few more meetings to win support from these doctors.